Today is Wednesday, April 8th. And look, I'm wearing gloves. I was told I needed to wear gloves. I came across an article the other day, maybe last night. And the title was, how could the MTA or any transit system be prepared for a pandemic? Now, many have tough jobs and they do them very well under normal circumstances. But how many can rise to the occasion when the circumstances are other than routine? Not many. And the same holds true for organizations, corporations, or small businesses. So running a bus network is relatively simple. That's what the article said. Design routes that connect houses, jobs, schools, medical centers, and transportation hubs. Try to draw straight lines. Run service frequently. Make adjustments along the way to keep the buses running smoothly. And take care of your drivers, dispatchers, supervisors, and mechanics. They're the guts of your business. And you're probably prepared for one major catastrophe, like an accident or a fire. And you have a plan with alternate routes for most of your major routes. But that's not enough when you're confronted with a pandemic. You need alternate routes for every route, and you and your staff, plus your ridership, you have to worry about them too. Many looked at the situation and said that if there's a pandemic, the same rules should apply. But I say no, definitely no. You are not dealing with one or two problems. You are dealing with problems on every route and every segment of your human universe. The riders, the drivers, the supervisors, the mechanics, and the management of the transportation system. Schools have closed, restaurants are shuttered, and office buildings went dark. Ridership has fallen off a cliff. That should have made it easier, because now you have two services that you must do, specifically for critical areas. Now you needed to ensure that our bus system can connect essential workers to distribution centers that stock supermarkets and get medical personnel to the hospitals. So right now, they need to cut service to office buildings and school and focus on the healthcare complexes, the industrial clusters, and commercial corridors with supermarkets and bodegas. They will have to trim existing routes so we can concentrate service where it really matters. Plus, we don't have a staff to run all the possible routes. As of April 3rd, 774 bus and subway operators have tested positive for the virus. In Brooklyn alone, nearly 900 bus operators are out sick or in quarantine. You know the story in Detroit, a woman coughed several times on the bus, never covering her mouth. The bus driver vented his anger on Facebook, citing the fact that many passengers have no respect for public servants like himself, who are doing a difficult job during the pandemic, and he's dead from COVID-19 now. And what makes the situation even more pathetic is that the MTA just recently began to distribute masks and gloves. And it doesn't have enough supplies to keep the operators safe. If our transit system doesn't have operators to drive buses and subways and maintenance crews to keep them running, how will essential workers get where they need to go? And then we need to find a way to dedicate space on the road for the buses. Because during pandemic times, protected bus lanes need to be able to get people to a place in a hurry. So it's critical to a healthy bus system that they have unclustered, unfettered bus routes. So many think that the operational challenges of running the bus system during a pandemic are immense but not insurmountable. But it's a two-way street. The MTA must start asking operators where the crowds are and tailoring service to meet the demand. And the public must wear masks, sit apart from one another, and abide by rules above and beyond just common courtesy. We got to be downright nice to one another. Being nice would be wonderful. What would be more wonderful if there ever was a solution to being ready for a pandemic. I think it's almost impossible to be totally prepared for an event like this. I guess that's my rant for today. Thank you.